Two teams that go into every game they play with the minimum expectation of nothing short than victory find themselves heading into round 2 of the GRC on the back of a loss. Today, one of those teams may pick up the win, but for someone, it's going to be a very poor look going into the 3rd round. What is going on, everyone? Hope you're all doing well and welcome back along to the Global Rugby Challenge here on your home of rugby. Today, we've got the Saracens going up against the Guardians in our opening round 2 clash of the GRC. Both of these two sides come off round 1 with losses, which will be nothing short of utterly disappointing for both of these two teams. The Saracens going down in the opening round 29-26 to the Bolters, the new team in the competition this season. And of course for the Guardians, up against what is becoming a fierce rival of theirs, the All Flakes, was a 20-14 loss that saw the champions go down in the opening game of season number 6. Today, they'll both be searching for that win to get them back in the winner's circle and their season back on track after round number 2. Let's take a look at lineups for tonight. We'll start off with the away team, with the Guardians being the subscriber side in action tonight. And we can see there's been a number of changes for the team heading into tonight's game. Starting things off with the front row, Levi Smith makes a welcome return back to the number 1 jumper, and he will be partnering up with Jason Mitchell and Jack Sheps, who wear 2 and 3 respectively. Moving into the second row, we see a debut start here for Rico Rhodes, who will line up alongside Milton Simiyu in the middle of the pack. Moving from the front row to the back row, Chris McCartney takes his bald, shiny head and moves to the number 6 jumper. Constant Jet does much the same, moving from 8 to 7, which allows the move for Flake to come into the team, moving to number 8 straight off the bench. Moving into the backline, it's a return to the lineup for Isaac Fashore after a star-studded season number 5, and resting out for the opening game, he'll look to add some impetus to this back line as possible. He's partnering up with John McKenzie, who wears the number 10 jumper, and they have a backline of star-studded studs to play with as well. Into midfield, it's Yayan Davis, who will captain the team from inside centre, and he'll partner up with Sam Williams in midfield, looking to make inroads. On the wings, it's the finishers. Tavio Slavers, very good last season, and he'll be hoping to keep that form up into season 6. On the right-hand side, Odunga Winyama, dangerous and powerful, will wear 14, and making a return back to the starting lineup will be Heston Gardner for the Guardians. Now, we all know what the Saracens bring, a very strong side, but if you want to target where you've got to look out for this team, there's a couple of areas I would like to point out first. The back row, Juan Martin Gonzalez, Ben Earl, and Big Billy Vunipola at number 8. That is going to be an area you've got to dominate this game for the Guardians if they want to come away with the victory. Of course, second up from that, there's one man, Owen Farrell. Love him or hate him, he is quality, and he's going to be a player that can direct this very good backline around the field. Take him out of his zone, and you could put yourself in a good position to win this game. Of course, the two teams have a full stack bench ready for action as well, so we'll have a look at the names for this. For Saracens, they've got Pufoletti at 16, Riccioni 17, and Mawai 18, the front row replacement. Wollston Croft will wear 19 with a Segway in 20, Bandel 21, Vunipola at 22, and Elliot Daly missing out on the 15, and he'll start in 23. For the Guardians, plenty of power here and a lot of names that were starters last round getting in for the bench this one. Givens in 16, Knight and Andrews will be alongside him in 17 and 18. The two Winyamas, James and Michael in 19 and 20. Archie Godfrey goes back to the bench in 21 with Don Butler and Callum Ewing wearing 22 and 23. The win is on the line, 0 and 1 for these two sides. Who will step it up and take this critical round 2 victory? Let's find out. Two teams are in position, ready for kickoff, and we've got the Guardians on the ball first. Defending champions get the blow of the whistle from the referee, and Saracens in the black will receive the kickoff down, and Ben Earl with the ball, and it is the home team that'll have the first use as they look through Davis to Atolje, turning it back inside, and great ball around the corner. Marco Vunipola out to the right, Lewington dummying, giving to Earl. Great start here from Saracens. They charge their way into the 22.
Release.
Powerful work down the right. They continue on this Jose. Great ball. Malcolm Vunipola cracks up to the 5-metre line. This is the start they would want. The Guardians will be a massive threat. Here's Billy Vunipola. Crashes straight through. And the opening try is there. Just a couple of minutes in. It is Saracens who dominate the opening passage. No ball for the Guardians. And we've got the first try on the board. Well, Eston Gardner was called into early action as Alex Lewington made some easy space down the right-hand side, found Ben Earl. The defence managing just to converge on him. But when you've got big lads like the Vunipolas hitting lines hard, it is very, very difficult to stop. Just into the game, just off the kickoff. And already we've got at least 5, make it 7. As Owen Farrell scores the extra 2 off the tee. And we've got a good start here by the home team, looking to bounce back after that 3-point loss to the Bolters in round 1. Two of the top prospective sides for this GRC tournament. Both going with an early loss, and my word, that is a massive tackle. High, swinging arm, and it's going to be a yellow card. Chris McCartney goes. And bad to worse for the Guardians, who not only are struggling a man down, they're now lost the early start with the try. And the possibilities that Owen Farrell could make this 10. Near on 60 metres back, just to the right. Oh, he's hit the crossbar! And it bounces free. And Sheps picks it up and drives forward a couple of metres. First use of the football for the Guardians tonight. And they almost sneak through there with John McKenzie. Inside the 22, you'd expect I want to kick this away. But it looks like they're going to hang on to it as Williams has a crack and he rumbles down. And we've got a bad to worse to catastrophic. As now Sam Williams goes down with a neck injury. And he is going to the sidelines. Dom Butler will come on into midfield. Interesting call of replacement there by
Crouch.
the Guardians, but
Bind.
Dom Butler will line up at 13 now.
Set.
Typically a man in the T's jumper, but we'll see how this transpires for the Guardians. But still, inside their own 22. Now they get the kick away. Isaac Fishure. Nicely done there by the scrum half, and it finds Alex Good, who turns it back on the inside, and danger. Lazowski wide to the other side of Sean Maitland, who gets on the outside of Wanyama. Now it's Heston Gardner again. Not for the first time tonight. Heston Gardner called into some very early work. Ben Earl. Ben Earl! He's broken hearts! Oh, what a try! Ben Earl! Straight up the middle and straight up for the try. Well, the defenders shrugged aside like pieces of trash. Good break down the left. Sean Maitland doing wonders. But take a look at this. Phenomenal try from Ben Earl. Terrible camera angle there for the replay, but man, oh man. Ben Earl showing how it's done. And the Saracens back row showing exactly how to dominate a game in the GRC. 2 tries to the home side, a yellow card, an injury to the Guardians as Owen Farrell adds the extra 2. It's 14 points to 0, and it is one-way traffic early here in the opening game of round 2 of the Global Rugby Challenge. Now here we go. Man back on the pad, Chris McCartney returns. Not before due time, I will add. Struggling, a man down, 2 tries conceded. As John McKenzie gets us back underway. Very little ball for the Guardians to work with so far as Saracens once more get it. Here's Earl to the right side. He goes, Vunipola drops on perfectly. And Alex Lewington again down the right-hand edge. Breaks his way up. Oh, good turnover. Finally something back. Constant jet. Brilliant work. Now they're going to work for Shore. Round the corner for Flake. Shams looks wide McKenzie. Back to Jet. Inside McCartney. Look to make up for it. Left wing. Tommy O'Slavers. Breaking inside. Looking to Get away from that dangerous edge. Hitting the rucks hard there. Look, Rico Rhodes making a good impact. Simiyu centres the ball in for Heston Gardner up in the line. Sheps does well, cleans up the ruck. Now to pick away. Levi Smith, beautiful inside ball. Chris McCartney stepping. Massive hole for the yellow carded back rower. Now here's Jed doing big work, 6 and 7. Massive workload so far. Here's Flake, pick and go. Flake's no way near the breakdown there. Fisheray takes over now. Finds Sheps. Great little final. No! Back the other way. Diving shoulder. Thundering in there from Ollie Hoskins. And referee lenient this time, not giving away the yellow card, but a penalty to the Guardians. And stepping things back now, captain for the night. Gain Davis says, let's just calm this down, lads. Let's take an easy 3 and get ourselves on the board. There's still a long way to go on this one. And off the tee, no mistake about that, John McKenzie. Julie obliges and puts the 3 points on the board. 14 points to 3, the lead. Just 11 now. I say just 11 like it's a small margin. It's a dominant opening half an hour from the Saracens. As we get things back into action, Chris McCartney, good takedown there from the yellow-carded flank. And never forget that one for McCartney. Here is for Shure. Great little ball away. Sheps, defence converges on him instantly. As we see the first little use of Butler here playing scrum half. As midfield they go, and Davis does brilliantly as well. McKenzie flips around the corner to Flake. Flake's on the left side, and it's a runaway. Tomio Slammers will get his first try of season number 6. Created by Flake through the middle of the park, and a great link-up play out wide. Don Butler in support. Numbers were there for the Guardians, and finally their game starts to take shape. Great work from Davis, he started it all, taking contact, finding Flake, and then out wide for Slavers, who runs that in like he always does. Such a competent finisher. And just like that, a big swing of a possible 10 points could go to the Guardians here and make this game very tight heading into the halftime break. We've still got 4 minutes. As here is McKenzie from the left side. No mistake about that. Good as you like. It's another 2. It's 10 points to 14. Saracens led 14-0. That has been cut, chopped, slashed and dashed. And the Guardians right back in the game. Owen Farrell will get us back underway. Just a couple of minutes to go till the end of the first half as Captain Gan Davis takes the ball down off the kickoff, drives a couple of metres. Here's to Shure, fighting Levi Smith, drops off nicely there to Rhodes. They submit inside, we're eventually going to ground with the ball there. It was Jet to the right-hand side, finding a bit of room here. Winyami tries it back in. Now McKenzie will kick towards the sideline. Bit of pressure here on the back, and a very well-executed kick there. Nothing good could do about it, but watch it go over the line. And John McKenzie puts the game on a dime and sends the two teams to half-time with a 4-point lead going to the home Saracens side. But boy, oh boy, I don't know how much I believe those stats. Guardians 66% of possession, but they have been the team to trail this one all the way through. The yellow card, of course, to McCartney didn't help. Neither did the injury to Sam Williams. But let's see if they can turn around that first half deficit and get themselves into the lead for the first time tonight. Here is Farrell. He kicks off yet again. And up for Jet it goes. Well, trouble here. On that ball very quickly was Ben Earl. No reward for him though. Here's for Shure. Wait to Levi Smith, who's done it again. Not for the first time. He's brilliant. He's got out to McCartney. Down below inside. Inside ball to Flake. Flake does the job. Bullnosing through. There's the try. Cold Flake scores it. And just like that, the Guardians will take the lead for the first time this weekend. Well, brilliant work from Levi Smith. I tell you what, he's done it multiple times. Then Chris McCartney making up for that yellow card and then get out of the way. Alan Davis, no chance against the big body of Flake. Bulldozed, crushed and demolished. Well, just like that, into the second half, the game has changed. Here is McKenzie to make the lead of 3. No errors there. Guardians come out of the blocks in a hell of a hurry. Massive try from Flake, massive run from Smith and McCartney, and just like that, the game has taken a massive swing. Here is Farrell, rocking it in again. And that's a great run from Jed. Constant Des bust through the guts. He's almost gone all the way. Turnover from Vunipola though. And a kick away eventually from Lizolski will find touch. Oh my word, Constant Jed thundering it up the middle of the park. What a run. Didn't see it coming. But Marco Vunipola got back and saved the day. Here is Jason Mitchell to throw. He's throwing it straight to Natolze. And now he will give the chance for Saracens to get that lead back on their side. Mauling. Meter after meter after meter. Easy work there. Here's Davis. Opens it up to the right-hand side. Tompkins. Wide. Nice ball there from Linton. Back to Tompkins. Up for Farrell. And on Farrell will get the cookies. Oh, special. Deceptive play from the Saracens. And that will get them back in the lead. 19-17 kick to come. But how about this? Tompkins and Lewington playing their own sort of game there. There was Tompkins, Lewington, back to Tompkins, then switching to Farrell, who went around the back. That was a clever, very, very elusive play from the Saracens to get themselves back in the lead. Well, as this game winds down, it is becoming very tense, very tight. 4 points the difference now. Saracens lead. And the time, still plenty of time left actually. I thought we were nearing the last 20, but still just under 30 minutes to play. So no need to panic yet for the Guardians. As the kickoff comes up straight to Earl, and they bust in the middle. Lizolski doing it again. Options left and right. Tries to take on the defensive John McKenzie, who covers across. McCartney's there first, but can't win the ball back. Hoskins slips it aside for Earl. Gets it back to Hoskins as well. Great little run there from the big tight end prop. Davis goes to the short side. Here's another run from Lewington. Another good carry. Turnover! McCartney gets that one. Now they bust up through the middle. Nice run from Rhodes. And he shores things up for the Guardians. Here is Smith. Tried to find a bit of room around the fringes. Couldn't do it. For sure he will take over instead. He gets a nice pass away. And Heston Gardner does a brilliant job. Defenders shore all over the floor. Here's Fisher again. Finds the... Oh! I was going to say finds the space on the outside. It was Marco Vunipola up against Tavio Slavers. A match-up in heaven for the Guardians winger. But Vunipola said, not on my watch. And he did whatever it took to take the winger down. Legal or not, it's a penalty to the Guardians, which John McKenzie drills downfield. Puts his team in with a chance now to possibly regain that lead. Just over 30 metres out. Jason Mitchell missed the last line. He'll be hoping to fix this one. He can't. Well, that's another turnover. The line out. Theo McFarlane at the back doing the job. Here's Davis giving out to Earl. Drops it off short to Billy Vunipola. Around from Farrell, giving inside and hard running, going backwards slightly though. Jamie George trying to elude the defenders. Here's Earl again. So dangerous. Natolze cracks it up the middle. Here's Davis going short side this time. Gonzalez goes to the ball. Beautiful pick up and link up to Lewington, who has done all the damage tonight down the right. Heston Gardner is on his toes once more. Davis, Monston. Oh, that's a huge tackle from Mitchell. Pick and go. Hoskins goes back to McFarland, who shrugs off defenders. Huge run. Over halfway now. Left side. Farrell looks to shape and kicking here. We know that it is the fullback, Heston Gardner, out of the match at the moment with the ball. Too deep, too hard, too heavy from Owen Farrell. And it'll go dead in goal. A bit of a let-off there for the Guardians. Farrell looking for just all that open space. Heston Gardner taken out in the play before.
Crouch,
down the right wing
bind.
from Alex Lewington. And no surprise here, the Guardians going right back to where that ball was kicked. After going dead in goal. Scrum feet back down. for sure, eh? McKenzie directing his troops around. Set play an option. SWO Slavers coming off the left into midfield. Davis does nicely. Butler back inside for Sheps. They switch it back to the left side as Levi Smith is hammered with a hard tackle. Gives to straight. Great ball, Samiu. He's gone straight up the middle. He's got opposite source right. Finds it to Jed. Jed with more men. It's Butler. Oh, of course it is. The super sub. Don Butler will score down the right. But how about the work of not only Samiu, but also Jet, who's done all the hard work tonight. There he is. Constant Jet saving the ball. Samiu goes through. Now watch this. Beautiful ball. Here's Constant Jet up to the 22. Knew he wasn't going to get the pace himself, even though he broke the tackle of Alan Davis and finished beautifully. Don Butler. Excellent work. And that is how you make an impact as a substitute. John McKenzie. 1 point lead while 4 minutes to play. Unbelievable. 20 minutes has gone by like a flash as both sides throw the kitchen sink at each other, unable to score. Now the breakthrough gives the lead in the dying moments, 3.5 to play, to the Guardians. Don Butler. How about it, eh? Don Butler was on the bench. He started tonight, did Don. Not even in the game 15. Here's Jet. Great ball to Butler. He's doing it again. It's for fun now. Butler puts it high. Ankle tapped. Just out of reach. Nicely taken there from Winyama. He somehow got his hands on the ball in massive traffic. Here's for Shure. Nicely. McKenzie. Back to Butler. Oh, grabber kick in for flying. Going to line. It's gone dead. Oh, Don Butler is taking over. The game buzzer's gone, and there it is! Referee says there will be no restart, and the Guardians execute a kick for touch twice in perfect succession, half-time, full-time, absolute perfection. It was a try, or it was game over with that little kick from Butler, but what a game! What an incredible matchup between two real powerhouses of the GRC. Saracens came to play, 3 tries apiece. The difference, though, was the boot of John McKenzie. Earl, Vunipola and Farrell all grabbed tries, as did Flake, Slavers and Butler. And, of course, from the tee, 3 conversions each for Farrell and McKenzie. But, of course, that penalty goal proved to be all the difference. Taking a look at the full-time stats, so we can see here that the Guardians did not let up any of that possession, keeping it high over the 60s and keeping themselves not in control on the scoreboard, but in control with ball in hand, which is very important as these games wear on down. Of course, taking a look at the rest of the stats, the yellow card cost them a little bit. It took them a wee while, the Guardians, to get their game underway, but when they did, they were strong, they were good enough, and of course that penalty goal, whoo! All the difference in the world, right? Of course, they did suffer that little injury to the midfielder Sam Williams. So first things first, let's check out how that looks in the Guardians lineup. And straight away, we can see that Sam Williams will be out of the Guardians team for 7 days. So the possibility is that he may well miss the next matchup here for the Guardians as well. We'll keep tabs on that one before the next matchup, and of course for the captaincy as well, who will be lining up in that midfield in the absence of Sam Williams if he is not ready. But first, of course, let us take a look at the table following the opening game of round number 2, and you can see there's 2 teams on 2 matches played, I should say. We've got the Guardians, who sit now in 4th position. Of course, a bonus point loss in their opening game to the All Flakes, now followed up with a non-bonus point win against Saracens. They sit on 5 points total, and right up there with the Toa Bolters and Toulouse. They leapfrog, of course, the Flakers and the All Flakes, and they'll be doing one better than the Saracens, who did pick up a losing bonus point as well. They're second in as many matches. Hey, if you're going to lose, you might as well lose with at least a bonus point if you can. You don't want to be down the bottom there with Munster and the Crusaders losing without that much needed bonus points heading into the end of the season. Toa still lead though, and they are next in action as we switch our attention over to the fixtures list for round number 2, and we can see here Saracens 21, Guardians 24 is the only match that has taken place in round 2. We have a lot of action here. We're going to be watching All Flakes v Toa. That is next episode, and that is going to be an absolute doozy as well. I am looking forward to that one massively. Boltons will be taking on Toulouse, Crusaders, Dragons, and Flakers. Munster will draw out the rest of the round, where we should get to see some comfortable possible results for those teams in the end of this round. Of course, just a sneak peek of round 3, we'll see the Guardians taking on the Toa as well. So there's no rest for this Guardians team, defending champions, target on their back, and now of course a really hard start to their season as defending champs as well. A loss in round 1, a win in round 2. Where will round 3 take them? Well, we'll see in a few episodes time. That is it done for me though today, team. Thank you for tuning in and watching. I hope you enjoyed today's fixture. It was an absolute cracker of a comeback with some real twists and turns for the Guardians there. Yellow cards, injuries, and just things not going their way. They held strong and they got the win, and that will be the most important thing for the Guardians leadership group. Next episode, All Flakes Toa. I hope to see you for it. It's going to be a crackerjack of a game. So until then, thank you all for stopping by, and I'll see you all next time. Until then, take care.